Sorry.
I would request Ms. Simona to please come on the dais and would request Balraj sir to please felicitate her.
Move it to the center of it.
Absolutely.
My honor.
I would request Balraj sir to please stay on the dais and request Vinod sir to felicitate him.
Good evening, sir.
Request Balraj sir to felicitate him.
My privilege.
Babu.
And request Vora sir to please felicitate him. Thank you everyone. Bye.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ అండి వన్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఎలక్ట్రానిక్ మీడియా మిత్రులకి పత్రికా విలేకరులకి అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. చాలా సంతోషం దట్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ కుడ్ కమ్ హియర్ టుడే. ఇట్స్ అ వెరీ స్పెషల్ ఒకేజన్ అండ్ విదౌట్ యువర్ సపోర్ట్ ఈవెంట్స్ లైక్ దిస్ ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమాలకి ప్రముఖత ఇంకా రావాలి. సో మీ సపోర్ట్ మీ సహకారం చాలా ముఖ్యం మాకు. Thank you all for taking time and coming for today's event. It's a fantastic event and I'll just give you a little bit of a context. కొద్దిగా కాంటెక్స్ట్ ఇస్తాను మీ అందరికి why we're here today and the larger picture. ఈరోజు if you look at the data, ఇండియా మన భారతదేశం ప్రపంచంలో 4వ స్థానంలో ఉంది in terms of where we are when we are looking at manufacturing of the number of four-wheelers. India manufactures close to 60 lakh four-wheelers a year. This is as per 2023 data. So the countries above us are China, USA and Japan. We're number 4. Nalgo స్థానంలో మనం ఉన్నాం over countries like even Korea and Germany. మీరు ఏ న్యూస్ ఆర్టికల్ చూసినా ఏ పొలిటీషియన్ స్పీచ్ చూసినా కూడా కంటిన్యూస్గా మన పొలిటీషియన్స్ మన సీఎం గారు కానీ లేకపోతే ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ కానీ ఎనీ పొలిటీషియన్ ఫర్ దట్ మ్యాటర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాక్ట్ one thing that they constantly talk about is skilling, and events like this are the best way you can skill the next generation. So ilanti competitions dwara pillalki real time skilling jarugutundi. Ee competition BAJA competition anedi it's a global competition. It's run by the Society of Automobile Engineers and India chapter is also very promising. It's getting larger every year. And the number of students competing in this competition is going up year on year. So just to again give you a context, media mitrulki, ee competition lo sumaru 85 teams participate chestunnayi. IITs nunchi, NITs nunchi, IIITs nunchi, top institutes, continents andaru వచ్చేసారు వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ ఈరోజు కాంపిటీషన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో నెక్స్ట్ 4 రోజుల్లో ఈ పిల్లలు ఏంటంటే over the last few months they've learned to engineer, to build a car. Not only that, they're also going to race and compete across different competitions over the course of the next few days. So a lot of things that they learn in the textbook, like how a battery management system works, how battery works, what a motor is, how the electricity passes from the battery to the motor through something called a motor control unit. ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ students only learn in textbook, only read about in textbook. But competitions like this give them the platform to really apply what they've learned in the classroom into these competitions. So I think it's a need of the hour. Ilanti competitions will go a long way in helping our graduating engineers to get really skilled and become world-class engineers.
Thank you, Aditya sir. BAJA SAEINDIA has connected visionary and innovative people together in its 18 years of journey. And one such person is Mr. Balraj Subramanian. He is the chairman of organizing committee of BAJA SAEINDIA. With a vast experience of 44 years, he has been the chief manager, retail brand at Bharat Petroleum. His guidance all along the year has been a reason behind the success of BAJA SAEINDIA 2025. I would want him to reflect more on BAJA SAEINDIA and its attributes.
Distinguished members from the media, from all the television representatives that you all have gathered in large number. First of all, a big thank you to you for having been here despite your morning schedule that we know is always busy. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, my colleagues from the organizing committee, all the professors and dignitaries from Sri Vishnu Institute of Technology, and my own lady members here, Deepthi and Nimon. A very good morning to you all. The 18 years of BAJA has been an exceptional journey, as what Mr. Aditya just mentioned. It's not only been, something that we've helped the students to build themselves into better engineers for the future of our country, but in the process, all of us have also learned and upped our skills, despite having gone through the process of a rigorous grind in our own organizations. So that's what BAJA brings us all together in terms of the learning experience. A little bit about SAEINDIA. We have 5,000 professional members, we have 40,000 student members, and we have 495 collegiate clubs. And under the aegis of SAEINDIA, we do organize a lot of competitions and initiatives for the students, namely the Supra, the Epicycle, the Tiffan, and of course BAJA being the largest of all the events in the country. To talk about a bit of the BAJA journey, we began with a lot of difficulty in the year 2006 with just about 27 teams. We had difficulty in getting the teams together. I was just sharing with Mr. Aditya that the colleges were not, convinced about this competition. The colleges were not convinced about their girls participating in this competition because of safety and security risks. We had to even permit the parents of the girl students to come for the competition to provide them the necessary, support and the psychological, feeling that, we're taking care of our own daughter at the competition site. Cut to a stage, they even started growing. 2007 onwards, if you see, we've had very, very important milestones in terms of starting the BAJA aptitude test in 2010, wherein we conduct an aptitude test for all the participating students, and based on their rank, the industry, automobile industry members come and provide them employment opportunities. So that is one of the initiatives started by BAJA in terms of the students also getting some employability through this competition. Then we moved on to 2015 when we started the first eBaha chapter, motivated by the inspiration of late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji. We had gone to invite him for one of our events as the chief guest when he did not find much of any reason. He said that the future of the Indian mobility is e-vehicles. So you all go back, think about how you can start a chapter for the e-competition, e-vehicles for the students, and whenever that becomes a reality, I'll myself see that I come there. So this is how the eBaha was started. 10 years back, we are in the glorious 10 years of eBaha today. And as we moved along, we did have various other formats added to this competition, like the HCNG Baha, the autonomous Baha last year, and this year we had the first H Baha vehicle being flagged off by the Honorable Minister for Road Transport, Mr. Nitin Gadkari. And he was maha thrilled that a competition of this nature was well thought of in terms of aligning it with the country's future. These are some of the photographs of the competition that you can see. And Baha took a very major step towards clean and green technology after meeting, as I said, Dr. APJ Kalam, the then President of India in 2015. The event of employing electrical motor and lithium-ion battery is known as eBaha, as it was known in 2015. Baha SA India started working towards electric vehicle technology even before it became a national priority. Today, the popularity of this event can be seen as the event has witnessed a considerable growth from what we started, just about 7 teams in 2015 to more than 85 teams today. And that speaks a volume of how the students fraternity also are positioning themselves in terms of upskilling their skills, and that is what we are very, very delighted about, to bring in more and more students into this competition. Four formats: the MBAHA, which was the first format that we started in 2007. We moved on to the eBaha in 2015. In 2024, we started the HCNG Baha. In 2024, we also started the autonomous Baha. And this year, we've converted the HCNG Baha into a fully hydrogen Baha. And that is where we find a lot of pride that we moved along with the times that the country focuses and demands as per all the policies that has been laid down by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. So just to give you a glimpse of some of the themes that we've had in the past, braking convention was one of the themes that we had. Advantage reload was one of the themes that we had. Ground to glory was another theme that we had. So every year we keep on changing the theme depending on what we feel would be the most apt for that particular year. And for this year, we do have the theme as Fusion for Future. Going back, these are the themes that we have had over the years. Some of them, which is depicted pictorially here. And with that, I once again thank all the friends here from the media, from the national media, for your valuable time in having come here to promote this event in your own way, so that by this and your support, the events get more and more publicized. We have more and more students participating in the event for upskilling their own requirement for the future of the country. Thank you so much.
As well. So BPCL has been pioneer in the industry in introducing several new fuels. We start off with speed. Speed was one of the fuels which was introduced by Bharat Petroleum in the year 2002. 2 decades later, when we stand here, probably we see that there is a rapid technology change which has happened in the automobile industry. So then what we thought that we'll be also coming up with the new innovations to cope up with the new technology of the automobile manufacturers. We introduce a new generation speed. which was the India's first premium fuel, which is able to cater the needs of the gasoline and as well as the other manufacturers which are of the old vehicles. Also, to add to that, Bharat Petroleum has been pioneer in all the mobility-related solutions in the field of energy. If you all remember, one of our Pure for Sure program customer, which was at the probably started about a decade back at the start of the century, which was really a shift in the oil industry, which brought a lot of consumer trust and the transparency at the point of sale. And then it brought a big change. We have introduced a digital address, which called change the experience of the customers at the retail outlet. Also, with the new what we are today, with the vision to be the future of the mobility, we have been leading in the forefront with the setting up of charging stations across the retail outlets. Probably we are aiming at about 7,000 retail outlets to be set up at various across the country. And BAJA. BPCL has been a proud partner of BAJA SAEINDIA since inception, not only by providing nation's best premium quality fuel, but has been participating with the event, has been awarding all the guests, all the winners, and has been providing the fuel requirement, whether it's petrol or diesel. Also, as we reflect about 18 years of our association, we take immense pride in our event, in making this event a grand fair. On behalf of Bharat Petroleum, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all my media friends for their continuous support in promoting BAJA SAEINDIA across the local and global platform, national platform. Thank you so much.
BAJA SAEINDIA and RNTPCI align on the principles of diversity and sustainability. We have with us Ms. Simona Adelina, the HRVP Asia Cluster. She has landed from China to grace us with her presence. I would want her to come and address the press. Sorry, it's 2 in the morning.
Thank you. I would have not missed it for the world, so thank you very much. Actually, I landed from Korea and then China, and now here. So a little bit of myself. You can see I am the HRVP Asia, and I run India and Korea and China from an HR perspective. I'm very happy to be here today and be part of this event. I've listened. I promise next time when we speak, I will be bilingual a little bit, at least to be able to greet you a little bit. But thank you for doing the effort so that I can also understand. And as I was listening to what was said, I realized how small the world is. How small the world is. So, we discussed about skills and employability, and it's also one of my values. I work almost all my life in skills and employability. We heard earlier about the petrol and the combustions and what is important. I myself worked in a petrol company for a few years in Europe. But what inspired me a lot today is also about the purpose. What we give to the young people and to the young generation. Purpose is very, very important, and it is one of the things that in Renault-Nissan Tech we focus on. If we think about India, just for a little bit, and how what we do here today, it is really purpose-driven, right? 2% of India only has EV, 2%. But young people, they look at environment and they care about the environment and they look at companies to see what they do for environment. So the more we go on EV, and the world is moving on EV and we know it very well, the more young people will be attracted to contribute, right? India, when I look at India, and I'm 1 month now in India, okay, before I went in my global tour, I was overwhelmed by the level of talent and potential that I have seen. It is unique in the world, So the moment we manage to unleash this and make it spark, this is the moment when India goes global. This is the moment, right? So what we do today here, and with the women's team, and with all the past, we build on the past and we create the future, right? This is what smart people do. You learn from the past, you build the future, you build on your heritage, you build on your history and everything. So in R&D-BCI, in Renotech, we respect a lot diversity. We are very ambitious. We are not there yet, but we will. We already almost half men, half women, almost in recruitment, above 40%. This year we will hit 50. When we hit 50, I say something in the local language. Okay, I will say something in the local language. We are very happy to sponsor the all-women team. It is a unique moment for young girls to feel confident, to also to see they are good. They don't have to prove themselves because we need to see that they are good. And to put them in a fair competition, it is the best way. It's a very concrete way. It's the best way. Success talks to themselves. We hired and we had interns from the college, more than 20, 25, I think, last year, and they were spectacular. Okay, not only that they are not differences, but they were really brilliant. So watch them, okay? Watch them because it's coming. This year we continue with the All Girls Team Award, and I will be seeing the girls later. I'm very excited to see the girls later. I am very happy that they took a courageous step in the world of mobility and all this new world that is happening around us. I think India for India is great, but India for the world is better. It's greater. I want to be part of that. That's why I'm here. And I also look on how we break conventions, not only with the girls, but also with this event and with BAJA in general. If I worked in high tech many years, and if I look back to the last 18 years since BAJA started, there were a lot of transformations in the world. Yes, the 5G came, the new fuels discussion, the autonomous driving, the focus on E, okay? And here is BAJA with us, all right? Bringing this in the front. So I am very happy to be here today, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Diversity stands as a core pillar of BAJA SC India. I would like to call Ms. Deepti Singh, the Diversity Ambassador of BAJA SC India 2025, to reflect on this topic.
So, after Simona's speech, are you overwhelmed with the diversity topic? You feel that enough is done on the diversity? Can I see the hands raised who feel that it is really enough? Now it's the time for action. Anyone? You feel that it's enough? Not enough? Thank you. So here I am for that. So to speak about along with BAJA and with Renault Nissan Tech that why we are emphasizing on diversity. So if I take back, let's say when I was born, so it's more 40 years ago. So that time the girl child was not welcome. So you think about the emotion the child will go through in that. The society was speaking like it's a burden to the family that they have to grow up them and finally they have to work and they have to get married. Then why we have to invest on them? But now, because of all of you who believes that we have done a little, but yes, because of all of you that we have changed this, and at least the Gen Zs are not facing this thing. So now all are educated, equally treated, and in the education world. But again, if I take it for the terms of selecting the, let's say, the branch in the college or going into the college, which field they want to go. So again, we are, let's say, my generation or the before one, we have the biases in mind because we were taught with that how the girls should be, where they should go. They can work only this or that. So we have the baggage in our mind and we are bringing it and giving it to our let's say the daughter or the friends or the girls around or the neighbors. So this is how we are bringing. So just before Aditya was mentioning that automobile industry should not be treated as that it is only about the machines or the things we are in the stamping machine to pull a hammer and only that. I'm into RNTPCI, I'm into this industry for 20 years almost. So I can tell you, this is the industry of amalgamation of all the fields. Starting from, let's say, the arts, the creativity, you have the design. You have commerce, if you say, yes, we have the finance people in. We have legal people. We have, of course, electronics. And if you see that the automobile industry is growing and growing, we have many artificial intelligence, and we have data scientists, we have software people. So all the branches are there inside, even the marketing. So everything is there. So don't treat this branch or this domain as it is only for the men. It is not. Because I'm there, and the best part of this is that I'm here to choose which one I want to take. If I want to work in the design, I will take that. And in my company, we were really honored that we are, let's say, respected to change the domain. So please treat this is the really important thing, and I really want you to pass on the message to all the groups. And I feel that we have to educate ourselves and the industry or the people around us that don't have the biases in mind, and pass on that message to the girls around that you are not into you're not into this industry. You're not you cannot do in this because you have to go and work in the labs only or in the manufacturing plant only. No, there are mixed. It's your choice. If you want to work in the manufacturing, yes, you can. But if you want to work in the, let's say, the design side or any finance side, you can choose. So please, I would really request you to please help on this. And with the BAJA, I would like to give you some stats that we have started working on this, that the diversity percentage has grown up from 17 to 24%. So it's a big increase, and really we want that it should grow further on 35%. So we are working with the different colleges to tell them, help them or inspire them to bring more girl students. So thank you for BYIT that you are giving really a one girls team, in fact for each. And last year when I met Mr. Raju, the chairman, I was really impressed, and I really feel grateful that you have a college dedicated for the girls, because you feel that something has to be done. Something has to be done for them and to bring different perspective. That so many years ago, the chairman and the before, they have started this. So thanks a lot for this, and we wish that we will have, will meet our target. And you see that it is not about just saying the numbers here. We have taken multiple initiatives to improve the girls' diversity percentage. So it's like last year we have improved to 7%. We want to go further. So really request for your help and support. Thank you so much.
BAJA SAEINDIA have its alumni all around the world, and they have gone to make their mark globally. One of such member who participated in 2007 we have is Parshuram Paka. He is the startup ambassador for BAJA SAEINDIA 2025 and works at Graviton Motors. Not even works at, he's the founder of Graviton Motors. I would like to call him up here and address the press.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for giving me this opportunity to be here, and especially Dr. Vora, BAJA India. That is, we are one of the first teams from 2006 and 7, and we were the only team from back then Andhra Pradesh. And I'm happy to see that there is a specific focus on the diversity here, because I remember from my team there were 3 women in my team, and Dr. Vora has given special, assurance to the parents that they will take care of them very well, and also they help them, stay in one particular place over there, which was very hard to find. And I'm really happy to see that there is a specific focus on the diversity here. And I'm sorry, I'm a little overall here. But anyways, so I'm standing here today in front of you, being the startup ambassador of BAJA SAEINDIA, that too BAJA. That is also very special for me, because after my master's in US, I came back to India to pursue the electric vehicle pursuit. that is to design, develop an entire two-wheeler in India. And we becoming the startup ambassadors here is something very special to us. And we are here to help the young engineers and innovators of eBAJA and BAJA SAE India to take up the path of entrepreneurship, because that is very essential for India today, that there should be something done very different for the growth, specifically in this industry. Now, there is a lot being done by the incumbents and the big industries, but at the same time, there should be a platform for the students to pursue new ideas. So we will be helping them with go-to-market strategies, helping them connect with the incubators, the accelerators, as well as the investor ecosystem. Thank you.
Thank you.
All viewers on the dais and off the dais and our media friends. So on 2025 BAJA, we have a count of overall 175 teams with us, which is like going back to pre-COVID era. So before COVID, we used to have, let's say, more than 200 teams usually. And then we had a small recession, and we are getting back to those old good days. So now we have 175. The best part is eBAJA is the highest, 85 teams. From the 11 years whatever we had, it is the highest among the teams we had so far. So eBAJA 85 teams is really an encouraging number for India and for sustainability perspective. And if you see across the teams distribution, we are starting and having a team from Jammu until the end to Kanyakumari. Literally, we have a team from Jammu and we have a team from Kanyakumari. So this speaks about the global exposure for this event. And same from this side also, like east to west, if you see, we have teams from Tripura, Assam to Gujarat. So all across, BAJA is widespread, and we are proud about it. And to make this place very special, we used to have this event BAJA only in Pitambur, Natrax track. Okay. Then, thanks to BJRT organization team, they came forward with a proposal of conducting this event here in Hyderabad to have more exposure, more visibility for the students over here. And it is duly aligned that we are providing them an award like Pride of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. For this year, we have 4 teams with us, but it will be continue to grow from here on. And sustainability, multiple times we spoke about sustainability, and then what is the purpose of having eBAJA this time? So one of the point is how we are contributing to the environment and ecosystem from our side. So last year when we thought about having the dynamic track, we had to make some kind of deforestation, which we are not okay with. So then we had an idea like we take the trees out, saplings out, and then we place it in a place where it is not interrupted, and we ensure the growth of it. So this is very small cost, but it goes in a big way. Let's say after 30 years, it will be providing us with all the greener environment. And towards even perspective on technical side. So okay, we are into eBAJA, how we can efficiently make our cars more efficient in terms of ecosystem and sustainability. So one of the activity what we are doing is we are using an ANSYS Granta software, which shares us what is our contribution or carbon footprint with our current design. How can we efficiently improve? For example, smarter selection of materials, or those kind of steps can be done. With this, we'll be having a better carbon footprint from our event itself. It's not just like we make a eBAJA, how we efficiently do this for a further improvement. So that is also taken care here. Now to the most important part. Okay, we do all this. We have this event, 4 days, all good. Okay. So what is to the company, what is to the students? Then comes the HR meet. Okay, let's assume on a ballpark figure, if a company has to go for hiring students across India, it will cost me around, let's say 30 to 40 lakhs approximately. I'm speaking about a very minor number. It will be more than that actually. Just think about having a skilled pool of students available in one place, and you get a chance to select the best among them. Quite good, isn't it? This is what we are doing. So industries get the benefit of selecting the people from BAJA post this event, and students in turn, after all their hard work, all their learning, gets an opportunity to be in their core industry which they usually dreamt of. For many of us, it's a dream to be in the core jobs, right? So it is an opportunity for them to be there in the core job. So HR meet for this year is planned on 24th and 25th in BAJA campus Narsapur. So we already had almost more than 600 people, including from Ranu, we had almost
50 plus people already. We used to have this more, and 600 people already placed until last year. This year in Mbaha, we already crossed the number of 25. It will be going further from this year. And thank you.
For the 2025 season, which comprises of the M Baha, which is the petrol engine version, the E Baha, which is the electric engine version, the HCNG H Baha, which is the hydrogen version, and in this we have almost around 18 teams, and we have the ADAS autonomous format where we have close to around 18 teams for this year. Now coming to the mix of students, they are all across the entire country, as the slide that you just mentioned, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Tripura. Coming to the mix of the percentage of students, our highest number of students in terms of participation come from the West, followed by the South, especially Tamil Nadu, followed by Kerala, which comes in the third in terms of the state, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. The rest of the states contribute equally. As far as AP and Telangana is concerned, we had a hope that we would have very many number of teams, since the event is focused out at a wonderful campus at BVRIT Narsapur, but unfortunately we've got only 4 teams. So as we were just talking to Mr. Aditya Vishwam, our target would be for next year to see that we garner at least around another 20-25% teams from the state of AP and Telangana to make this entire objective more vibrant for the state and in turn contribute better to the country.
So who funds these students, if you could throw some light on?
Yeah,
And
so the students have...
Because this requires a lot of fabrication and skill
So
development.
each...
How do they go about all this?
So the teams actually register themselves with a nominal registration fees. That is the first step. Then the college supports them with the cost towards manufacturing these vehicles, which would be in the range of about 4 to 6 lakhs, depending on what kind of platform they're using. And to conduct this event at every location, it is our great sponsors who help us. We have over 45 sponsors, starting from Bharat Petroleum, Renault Nissan, and so on. And collectively they contribute to the entire event being organized at 3 different locations across the country.
And what are the 3 locations that you have identified this year?
Yeah, the first location was Natrax at Madhya Pradesh, Indore. The second location is where we are today, that is BVRIT, Narsapur. And most probably the third location would be in Maharashtra, Pune, where we will be having the autonomous competition. This is for 2025. Our plans for 2026 are just getting finalized and would be announced in the next couple of days, both in terms of the format as well as the event location.
How different is this from the projects that have, I'm sorry, I'm asking a very general question, but
Please.
colleges have their own project works.
Yeah.
How
So
will
this
be
this
different
project
from
is so very different because when they have the projects in the college, their exposure is limited to whatever they can do within the classroom. Whereas in this case, when they start thinking, conceptualizing and building a vehicle, there are so many facets to this which is not normally part of the curriculum or part of what they can learn in the college. So this is something very, very different, and in doing so they also upskill themselves not only from the point of view of their engineering but also with respect to a lot of soft skills like team building, marketing, in collaboration, which is not normally subject matters in any colleges. So by the time they complete this competition, they are more rounded in terms of being not only good engineers, better engineers, but also better human beings.
What is the factor that gets them there? Is there some kind of a prize money, or what exactly is it? And how do they go?
So the motivation for all the students.
Or do they also compete internationally?
Yeah, I'll get to that. But the total prize money that is awarded through these competitions is close to 30 lakhs of rupees, which is a cash prize. Depending on
prize?
No.
Okay.
There are over 65, 70 categories of prizes, and they are all based on their overall performance in terms of the evaluation that is done for the 4 days. Not only the performance in terms of what they do in the track, but in terms of the static events, the dynamic events, the cost presentation, the sales presentation, the marketing presentation. So it gives them an exposure to do various things which are not part of the curriculum, and that is how we feel they get into better engineers when it comes through this event. A couple of years back, the government of India, when they attended this event, they felt that we need to also send these students abroad for competing in the international competitions. So for the last 4 years, government has sponsored each team, the winning team, I would say, the top 10 teams, an award of rupees 10 lakhs towards participating in international events. 10 lakhs for each team. And I'm very proud to say that the teams who have participated from India have also come amongst the top 3 in the global competition. So this also speaks a lot about the kind of event preparation that we do, the kind of goal setting that we do here, and the kind of rigorous track preparation that we do here, which makes them much more easier to compete in the international competitions.
So how do you take care of this aspects of safety and speed? Because most of these e-vehicles are still in a stage where speed and safety are yet
So
to be
as
taken care
what
of.
Mr. Vinod mentioned, the entire organizing committee has got a team of more than 40 members and about 45 members from the alumni committee. So together we have various committees, the safety committee, the audit committee, and so on, who take care of all the aspects with respect to the safety and security of the students. And I'm very proud again to say that over the last 18 years, we've never had one single incident. For this kind of a format, which is always done at a location outside the college, very difficult terrain where students have to endure, come stay here for 4 or 5 days, bring their vehicle, transport their vehicle, unload their vehicle, load their vehicle. It's been a very tough, kind of proposition for them, but they endure all that. But the happy news is that at the end of the 18 years, we've not had one single incident of any kind.
We also do insurance of all the participants.
And besides the event, we also ensure that we ensure all the students before the beginning of every event, so that in the event of any problem, there is an insurance cover available for every student and every participant.
Just one last clarification.
Yeah.
Are this meant only for buggies or is it also for developing vehicles in future? What exactly is the whole?
The format of all vehicles are same when it comes to a difficult terrain that we prepare in terms of the vehicle participating.
Okay.
That is the most toughest challenge that any vehicle building proposition can take any student to. So if they can develop this, they can develop anything else in terms of all kinds of formats.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, pleasure. I wouldn't know your name, ma'am.
I'm Ratna Chotrani with this Yasir Devi.
Thank you so much.
I just had
Yeah, Dr. Vora would also.
to how global we are.
Yeah.
So our students are placed across the world, not only India. So very occasionally we get calls from students who have, to whom we give LOR, letter of recommendation for going abroad for doing MS. So all the BAJA students who are aspiring to go abroad, we give them letter of recommendation. They go there, they finish their graduation, post-graduation, they get jobs there. So we get calls from that, sir, we were interviewed in Tesla. Our interview went for 1 hour and they only asked BAJA, nothing else. And then we are selected. So that's a good news. And Simona is not only looking after Renault in India, she looks after the HR for the entire Asia. So we were discussing how our Indian students can become global and they can get jobs across the world. So this is one global area. Other thing is foreign students are also planning to participate. Up till now, in this last 18 years, we had teams from Dubai, Nepal and Mexico who had participated in this event. Our custom clearance is not so good, because of which we don't have many teams coming. But I am sure in future when all of you spread this news about how many students from Asian countries and other countries would come and participate in this India, we'll need your support in this area, and this event can become global.
To liberalize the custom formality for the students,
Yeah.
which is very, very painful currently.
Yes, of course.
Because when they come and go back, there are a lot of problems that they face. So that has become a limiting factor for the students to come and participate. Otherwise, had the customs procedure been a little more, easier, we would have had footfall from many other countries, many other students. Any other questions, please?
If there are any questions,
All my friends from the media and press for having come here in large numbers and participated in this press conference. On behalf of BAJA SA India and also PVRIT, I extend a big thank you to you. And you are the ones who are going to be, ensuring that there is more participation from AP and Telangana, but your widespread coverage, so that more and more students look at it and feel that they should also be part of this movement. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
ఈ ఇయర్ మన తెలంగాణ నర్సాపూర్ జిల్లాలో అవుతుంది. సో ఆల్మోస్ట్ సుమారు 85+ టీమ్స్ పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్నాయి. 2500 స్టూడెంట్స్ ప్లస్ పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయబోతున్నారు. రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ జమ్మూ కాశ్మీర్ నుంచి కింద కన్యాకుమారి వరకు, ఇటు సైడ్ ఈస్ట్ టు వెస్ట్ మీరు గుజరాత్ నుంచి త్రిపుర, అస్సాం వరకు మీకు టీమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. టాప్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ ఐఐటీస్ అవనివ్వండి, ఎన్ఐటీస్ అవనివ్వండి, బిట్స్ అవనివ్వండి, అన్ని కాలేజెస్ నుంచి పార్టిసిపేషన్ అవబోతుంది. చాలా మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇది పిల్లలకి, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు వెహికల్ రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ స్క్రాచ్ బిల్డ్ చేస్తారు. ఈ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ తోటి ఏంటంటే రేపు పొద్దున వీళ్ళకి జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ కూడా చాలా బాగా వస్తాయి. ఇది 4-day ఈవెంట్ అండి, నర్సాపూర్లో జరగబోతుంది, సెకండ్ టైం ఇది. దీంతో పాటు లాస్ట్ డే లాట్ ఆఫ్ రిక్రూటర్స్ కంపెనీస్ కూడా రావడం జరుగుతుంది. వాళ్ళు కూడా ఏంటంటే ఈ పిల్లలు ఎవరైతే బాగా పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తున్నారో, బాగా వెహికల్స్ డిజైన్ చేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి కూడా ఉద్యోగాలు ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. సో చాలా మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ, అందరికీ విన్ సిచ్యువేషన్. మన గవర్నమెంట్, సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ అవనివ్వండి, స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ అవనివ్వండి, మన సీఎం గారు ప్రతి స్పీచ్లో కూడా మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటారు స్కిల్లింగ్ గురించి. ఇలాంటి కాంపిటీషన్స్ ద్వారా మనకి స్కిల్లింగ్ ఖచ్చితంగా చాలా మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ అవుతుంది పిల్లలకి. ఆపర్చునిటీస్ కూడా, జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ కూడా చాలా బాగా వస్తాయి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
దానికి టైటిల్ స్పాన్సర్ భారత్ పెట్రోలియం. ఇటువంటి ఈవెంట్స్లో చాలామంది యంగ్ జనరేషన్, న్యూ టెక్నాలజీ ఏదైతే క్లీనర్ ఫ్యూయల్కి ప్రమోట్ చేస్తున్నది. ఇటువంటి దానికి స్పీడ్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రీమియం ప్రోడక్ట్స్. ఈ ఏదైతే ఈవెంట్ ఉన్నదో దానికి ఏదైతే ఫ్యూయల్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నదో భారత్ పెట్రోలియం స్పాన్సర్ చేస్తుంది. సో న్యూ జనరేషన్ ఏవైతే వెహికల్స్ ఉన్నాయో దీనికోసం డెవలప్మెంట్ కావాలని చెప్పేసి ఇటువంటి ఈవెంట్స్ ప్రమోట్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతుంటే న్యూ టెక్నాలజీ డెవలప్మెంట్స్ ఫాస్ట్గా వస్తాయి. సో భారత్ పెట్రోలియం విల్ ఆల్వేస్ స్టాండ్ విత్ దిస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.